Good afternoon, friends, and good morning, good evening, depending on the time you're watching this video. My name is Iyabo Oyawale, and by the grace of the Almighty, I run House of Wisdom with a dedicated team. And House of Wisdom was set up to mentor young adults for life and destiny. And we have programs like the Digital Marketing Mastery webinars, which we run every month, as well as the Singles Hangout, which we run every month. If you want to know more information about our activities, please send a message to +234 803 356 4055. The number once again is +234 803 356 4055. And so I've had the idea to do this video for a while, but life has been quite hectic. I thank God I can do it now. And so in this video, I want to talk about three factors that destroy relationships. Three factors that destroy relationships. And the first one I want to talk about is unrealistic expectations. Single people go into relationships with so many unrealistic expectations, and some of those unrealistic expectations is that my partner should be able to read my mind. My partner should be able to spend all his free time with me. My partner should be able to avoid conflict with me. All these are unrealistic because conflict is a part of a healthy relationship. You should be able to agree to disagree to agree. So saying that you don't want to see conflict in your relationships is unrealistic because it will happen. And then also saying that you're expecting that your partner should be able to read your mind is unrealistic because he's not a mind reader. She's not a mind reader, for starters. And so you've got to be able to open up to him or her for him to know what is happening with you. You can't expect him to know what is happening to you. Another unrealistic expectation is constantly expecting that him or her will show love. It's not possible. We are human beings. We are prone to mood swings and all sorts. And sometimes your partner may be irritable. It happens. And so let's get rid of these unrealistic expectations because they put a whole lot of strain on relationships. That is the first one, unrealistic expectations. The second one is defective partners. When both partners are toxic, as in they have childhood dysfunction, childhood trauma, and it is not healed before they get into relationship, it causes a whole lot of problems. And so we've got to get to the point where we deal with our emotional issues, because when you have two partners that are defective, the relationship is definitely gonna suffer. And so that is why I also always tell people that in a divorce, both partners are responsible, because some people will say, no, it's a man, it's a woman, is it black? Nope. In my own estimation, both partners contributed to it. We have to be realistic. We have to be true. And so there was a time I was reading a certain post that said that majority of divorce cases are caused by childhood trauma or dysfunction. And so we have to get to the point where we deal with our emotional issues. Now, the third factor responsible for trouble in relationships is assumptions. A lot of single people go into relationships with assumptions. You are seated somewhere and you are assuming that, I've seen this part of this guy, I've seen this part of this lady, I'll change him when we are married. For God's sake, tell yourself the truth today. If you are still single, nobody can change anybody. And I have experience in marriage. God is the only person that can change people. And so don't assume you can change anybody. And also don't assume that we are going to have mind-blowing sex when we get married, like the type I've seen in movies. it may not happen. It's an assumption, and it's a costly one. Another assumption is to say, we are going to resolve our quarrels with sex. Look, there are certain things that happen in marriage that sex cannot resolve. In fact, you won't even want to touch one another. I'm telling you the truth, because we have to be realistic. We have to be truthful with one another. Wake up from your slumber. All these things are things that may not happen. And so these are 3 factors that can affect our relationships. I hope you found value in this video. If you did, please hit me up. And if you want more information about our upcoming singles hangout, please send a message to +234 803 356 4055. The number once again is +234 803 356 4055. Thanks for watching, and God bless you.